Good day and welcome to the dining room table. Ukraine needs more funding right away, says U.S. Department of Defense. Subscribe, like, and share. We're about to hear from Sabrina Singh, Deputy Spokesperson for the Department of Defense at the Pentagon. Ukraine and Russia are still at war, so she is here to let us know that if Congress does not pass and give Ukraine more funding in order to get some more weapons for their war with Russia, it will cost Americans more. Let's listen.
Good afternoon. I have a few things at the top and then happy to dive into your questions. Sorry, here we go. Earlier this week, the Senate announced a bipartisan, critically important national security supplemental. A supplemental will provide military aid to help Ukraine defend itself against Russian aggression, which means an investment in our defense industrial base and supporting American jobs to produce weapons and equipment that the U.S. can send to Ukraine. It is important to note that the United States has not provided a presidential drawdown package for Ukraine since December 27th. Now, I don't have to tell you what's at stake in Ukraine, but it's worth restating. Its very existence as a democratic nation and a free people. And Ukraine's fight for its sovereignty sends a message to authoritarian regimes around the world that violating the international rules based order comes at a high cost. But faltering in America's support for Ukraine would send a different message and a dangerous message. If the US stops support to Ukraine, we should be clear eyed about the repercussions. Putin is not going to stop in his quest for power and control beyond Ukraine's borders toward NATO. If Putin attacks a NATO ally, we will find ourselves in direct conflict as we are committed to defending every inch of NATO. So let's be clear. We can do the responsible thing and pay now to help Ukraine, or we can pay much more later to counteract the gains we would hand Vladimir Putin and an emboldened Russia. And make no mistake, our adversaries and our friends are watching. China is watching how we support Ukraine in the face of Russia's overt aggression. If we falter, the PRC will be emboldened as well to take even more provocative actions in the Indo Pacific. Our support for Ukraine is not jeopardizing the schedule and the cost of domestic programs and our commitments to the Indo Pacific, Israel, and other critical priorities.